Okay, so here's what I do when I attack these questions. This is a trinomial, so you're factoring. I kind of look at the variables and the numbers separately. So I check these out and I think, all right, what do I have to do to put together the right binomials for the variables as it relates to the variables? So I think, all right, I know that right here and right here have to make up, because that's the F in FOIL, right? It makes up the A, essentially. So I look, all right, there's an S to the fourth here, and there's a T, but there's only a single T. So I know that only one of the F's is going to have a T in it, but they both have to have an S. So if I put the S, and remember this is a perfect square. Okay, this is a perfect square. So I'm going to go S squared, because S times S, right? I'm going to put S squared, but only one of them is going to have a T. Now, which one do I decide to put the T in? Well, I know that the single T has to be with this over here. I know it's going to be in the L's. Okay, so the single T has to be here. Okay? So what other one is matched up here with this first one, with the F? Well, it's part of the outside. Okay, it's part of the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the T right here. Okay, so S squared times S squared T is S to the fourth T. Okay, because this times this is the S to the fourth, and then the T is left on its own. So I'm good there. Okay, then I got to look at these. Remember the O and the I. The O and the I make up this B here. The O and the I make up the B. So let's see what that looks like. Again, I got to be careful with the O and the I giving me more than one T. So since I already have the T here, I don't want it here. So what's going to have to be multiplied to this to get me right here? An S. Slide it over a little bit. An S. Because S times S squared T is S to the third T, because you add this and this, and you get the 3. Okay, cool. Now, what do I have to multiply by this to get me this? Because this is part of the outside right here. So S to the first times what gives me S squared? Well, S to the first. Okay, and then there's no T here, so there has to be a T here. Okay? All right. So now is for the numbers. The numbers, I got to get factors. Now this is just the basic factoring. So I've got 1 and 12, 3 and 4, and 2 and 6. This is basic stuff. It's the variables that are catchy and tricky. I think the variables are the toughest part. So 2 and 4, 1 and 8 are my factors. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, 2 and 4, 1 and 8. Now I've got to come up with pairs. Multiply together. Give me the C. When added together, they give me the B. Okay, so a lot of it, again, is trial and error, stick-to-itiveness, which is what you're great at. So I know that these multiplied together have to give me -8. Have to. So I know it's going to be either the 2 or the 4 or the 1 or the 8. Okay. I know that 6, can you see that hopefully? 6 times 4 is 24. Minus 4, which would be the 2 and the 2, gives me 20. Okay. So this is plus 4, because I got to get high up to 24. And this is the 6. Okay. And then the -2 is here, and the +2 is here, because these two added together give me -4. -4. I'm going to write that right here. -4. And these two right here give me the +24, which equals 20. Okay, that equals 20. Okay, so if you want to test it, you just FOIL it. 6s squared times 2s squared t is 12s to the 4th t, so I'm good here. Hopefully you can see that, so I'm good here. And then the outside you get plus 24s cubed t minus, oh, I'm going to run out of room, 2s cubed t, and then I multiply these two together. I get negative 2 times a positive 4 is negative 8. Hope you can see that. And then s times s is s squared, and then the t. See, negative 24, these two combined. Oops, I'm sorry, I wrote that wrong. My apologies. 24 minus 4 is 20s cubed t, which is this right here. Okay, man, I hope that helped. I hope that helped.